Warriors last night, tying his career high that he set just within the past week. Meanwhile, Lonzo's little brother, Lamelo, put together another dazzling performance in his return from a wrist injury, dropping 23 points in a win over the Pistons that kept the Hornets in the hunt for the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference playoff race. So, Shannon, I imagine dinner between these two would be interesting. Which brother will be the better NBA player, Lonzo or Lamelo?
Skip, it looks like LaMelo's going to be a star. Lonzo is showing flashes every now and then, but every night I'm impressed by the younger brother and what he's been able to do, especially in the offensive end. He could shoot the ball better than I thought. And, Skip, coming out of college, Lonzo was known as the passer. He can't hold a candle to Melo. Melo's the better passer. He's the better shooter. He scores at a higher clip. He's 16, 6, and 6 as a 19-year-old, and Lonzo is 14, 5, and 6 in year 4. So I'm gonna take the baby bro. 6'8". He's only going to get better. He's this good at 19. I can only imagine what he's going to be like when he's Lonzo's age. When he's Lonzo's age, he's probably going to be an all-star. He has that kind of ability, Skip. This kid he looks special to me. The pass that he made Sunday, Skip, that underhand pass from damn near the full length of the court.
Yep.
I'm not so sure very many guys would even attempt that, let alone be able to pull it off. So I'm going to go LaMelo because I believe he has a higher upside just based on what I've seen, the little sample size that I've seen. I don't know if I've seen this from Lonzo. Now, I love what I saw from Lonzo last night. He had a horrible shooting performance on Monday night, and he bounced back in the biggest of ways.
Yep.
He took the last second shot. He took it upon himself like, nah, I'm better than that. So he did show me something, but I'm going baby bro on this one.
By the way, could we see that last second shot? It was 26 seconds left. An 18-foot step-back jumper by Lonzo Ball.
Oh, 1 foot.
Can you believe this? I never thought I'd see the day.
Look at this guy.
That's for the game right there. That was the game winner.
Take that with you.
Wow. Interesting. I didn't know he had that in him. I didn't know. And he whipped it clean.
Yeah. Take that back to the locker room, Kent Bazemore.
So I'm going to hang in with Lonzo because I believe Baby Bro is actually more advanced in basketball than Lonzo is because Lonzo's growth has been stunted by his predicament that he got thrust into when Magic Johnson proclaimed his jersey would hang up in the rafters at Staples as the 2nd overall pick to Markelle Fultz that year.
Right.
Or Markelle Fultz. Boy, he's had a rough run.
Yeah, rough, yeah.
Whew, he's gone again. So the point is, that was when LeVar Ball painted the biggest target on Lonzo's back in the history of rookie targets on back. He said he's already better than Steph Curry, and Magic just blessed him, knighted him already, you know. And here we went. And remember the first game, Patrick Beverley just terrorized Lonzo at Staples and then pointed to LeVar up in the stands. This is for you. And I think every point guard he faced that year said, this is for you, and this is for you, and this is for you. It was a rough ride. Somehow he and Luke fell apart immediately. Then LeVar publicly was all over Luke Walton. And now LeVar's all over Stan Van Gundy in New Orleans. So the point is, the baby bro has had silver spoon in his mouth all the way, even though he had to pay more of a price because he went to Lithuania and then he went to Australia. But it was great for him because he was playing pro basketball. Yep. And it matured his game a lot faster because when he got to the NBA, it didn't seem to bother him one bit.
Right.
Only in the last couple of months has Lonzo Ball finally come out of his shell and become a man right before your very eyes. And he has recreated himself. He has completely changed that shot from here to here.
Right.
It is now completely conventional. And would you believe that Lonzo Ball, I never thought I'd say this, is making 39% of his threes? Would you believe that effectively he outshot Steph Curry last night in scoring 33? And would you believe that in 2 of the last 3 games, he scored 33 points?
Right.
So he is starting to realize his potential right before your very eyes in ways that the baby bro is. He realized his right out of the box because he had nothing hanging over his head, no expectations.
But here's the thing, Skip, you said even Lonzo has come out of the shell. Yeah. His rookie year, he shot like 29, 30% from the 3. He's shooting 38, 39% from the 3. So he's gotten better. Can you imagine what LaMelo's going to look like when he gets better?
Yeah, except Lonzo couldn't make 40% of his free throws. Now he's an 80% free throw shooter. So I think He's on the rise. And look at their stats. Their stats are like mirror images of each other. Like Lonzo right now is 15, 5, and 6. LaMelo's 16, 6, and 6. And it's 39% from three versus 37% for LaMelo. And from the field, they're about the same. They're 80% for Lonzo and 79% for the kid from the free throw line. So they're like mirror images. And it was funny last night, LaMelo scored 11 in the fourth quarter, and they needed all 11 at Detroit.
And 2 clutch free throws.
He did.
That just feel it.
Okay, he did. But guess what? Lonzo scored 12 in the fourth quarter against a pretty hot Golden State team, and he made all 4 of his free throws down the stretch in the fourth quarter. So they had mirror image games even last night.
Yeah.
So they're like weirdly similar to each other, except to your point, I give you, Baby Bro's about an inch taller.
Yeah. And he's 3 years younger, Skip. Maybe 4 years younger. So can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because 19, I think, because Zoe is 23, right? So
yeah, I think it's 4 years.
Yeah. So yeah, Skip. When he gets Zoe's age, it's curtains.
Okay, but I don't think that Lonzo can't hold the candle to him as a passer. I just think there's more whipped cream in the kid's game because he's having more fun playing.
But that's what Zoe was. I mean, everybody's like, oh, Zoe's a passer.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought LaMelo was going to be the scorer, and he can score. I believe he's a better scorer than that. Now, the only difference is I think Lonzo is a better overall player, Skip, because he plays both ends of the court. Melo, if you notice, Skip, they get in certain situations, they take Melo out for defensive substitution, bring him back in when they get the ball. Now, he's going to have to get better at that, Skip, because you're going to want to keep him on the floor because you're not going to always get a side out or something like that.
Yep.
So you're going to always want to try to have him on the floor. But Lonzo right now is a better overall player. I just don't know how much longer he's going to be able to fend off Melo because Melo's coming. He's special. Lonzo
has been a far superior defensive player because he can stop. He can take people on the perimeter and shut you down. But this year, that whole team is not playing defense for Stan Van, and I don't know what's happening. It's like they're revolting against
Zoe got smart. Zoe say, I see all these guys getting max contract. Ain't none of them playing defense. I see Ingram. I see Jason Tatum. I see De'Aaron Fox. I see Donovan Mitchell. And ain't nobody playing no defense. Let me score some points so I can get me one of these $20 million.
Right now, in defensive win shares, Baby Bro is actually ranked a little higher at 190th than Zoe is at 197. So just in sheer win shares, he's a little higher. He can steal the ball. He won't lock you down face to face, but he'll roam and get his hands on balls.
Skip, only Rudy Gobert get paid to play defense. Everybody else, you better be able to put the ball in the bucket. That's who they're paying. So Zoe's like, man, I'm finna get me one of these big paydays. But I like Melo. I love what I'm seeing from this kid. And his dad said the baby boy is going to be the best.
He always said it. But Lonzo, to me, has been tortured psychologically where he's often looked like he's not having fun out there.
Right.
The kid looks like he's having a ball, so to speak.
Because you know why, Skip? Because he went to a team and it says it's you.
Hey.
He goes to this B.I. and it's Zion. So he's the third option. Melo's the first option.
And remember, they went and got little Bledsoe to be their point guard, too.
And think about it, Skip. Every time, what does he always hear? Trade. The Lakers, this whole while here, trade. Guess what? Trade. They're going to trade. Now they're thinking about signing trade this offseason. He's like, I just want to get somewhere where they want me. I can just go play, and I'm not the speculation or the source of all these trade rumors. Every time a trade comes up with my team, I'm involved in it.
I agree. And remember, Baby Bro has a better coach because that James Borrego, he's the Popovich disciple. He can coach. And right now,
you got it in for Stan Van. I like Stan Van.
You like it?
Like Stan Van.
Do you see what's happening with all that talent? They're 30 and 36. They're in they're 2 out of the 10 seed.
They won't listen to Stan Van and play defense. He's been trying to get y'all to play defense.
Well, they're listening to James Borrego because right now they're 32 and 33, and they're in the 8th seed.
They might have been they were in the 5th or the 6th seed before Melo got hurt.
Yeah. So I loved what the kid said last night on the local Charlotte telecast. I was watching the game, and then the post-game interview, he puts on the headphones, and he's talking, and he was asked by the interviewer, well, you're throwing so many overhand passes. Did you play baseball at all? And he said, now, my brothers both played baseball, but I just hooped. And that's all he's ever done. He just hooped.
Yep.
And that just summed him up. All he's ever done is hoop.
Yep.
And he loves to hoop, and it shows that it is a joy to play basketball to him. It has not been a joy until maybe the last month or so for Lonzo to play basketball.
Well, I think he's going to get somewhere. He's going to be happy, and
I hope so.
Talk about trading the man.
Yep.
He's playing well. I'm happy that he's playing better, but I'm going to take I'm going to take Baby.
All right.
Baby?
I'm hanging with
Yep, I'm
Lonzo.
taking Melo.
I like that we're saying baby bro. And I'm just happy that we're seeing him. I was